Hello, everyone. It's Josh Bersin here. As we enter 2023, I want to reintroduce you to the Josh Bersin Academy and tell you about some of the exciting things we're doing this year. First of all, when we started this, the reason I started this whole initiative was after leaving Deloitte and after 15 years of doing research and consulting in HR, I realized that one of the biggest challenges we have is the skills and capability and experiences of our community itself. In fact, if you look at the research we've done on the value of skills in the HR domain, we can prove to you that growth, innovation, profitability, and market share are directly related to your ability as an HR professional to deliver the right solutions for your company. And what we realized is this is more than just offering people a bunch of courses. There are HR courses from universities and online learning associations all over the world, and they teach you small amounts of information and compliance topics in many, many areas. But we wanted to go far beyond that. So we built a real professional development academy, a destination location to learn, to meet others, to keep abreast of the latest and greatest trends in virtually every area. We now have more than 30 senior faculty. Our entire company is focused on supporting the members of the JBA. We answer questions, you can meet people, and you can also use our comprehensive global HR capability assessment to benchmark your personal and professional capabilities and those of your team against a database of more than 8,000 other HR professionals. And this is growing. Today, we have more than 400 corporate accounts, more than 60,000 users, and more than 100 to 200 people are signing up each week. So this is a very large professional development group, and we absolutely welcome you to join. Now, what is it? The first and most fundamental part of the JBA is our learning programs. The 24 and 25 or 26, it keeps growing, learning programs, each are 5 to 6 hour, what we call semi-synchronous experiences, where you go through learning in a small cohort of 30 to 50 people. The courses are designed with educational materials, interactions, and exercises, and filled with videos of real-life practitioners and our analyst team explaining to you what's going on with case studies and examples. And throughout the exercise of one program, which will take you 4 to 5 hours and sometimes less to complete, you will also have 8 to 10 interactive exercises where you will meet the other people in your cohort. And on average, our research shows that the average JBA member meets 7 new professional friends or colleagues during their experience in one program. And so this has been very, very well designed. This is cohort-based learning at its best, constantly being updated with great new topics and great new content from amazing people in the industry. We have a very high net promoter score, and as you can see here from the renewal rate and others metrics, it works really, really well, and most of our clients just love being part of the JBA. The courses or the programs are here. This is a constantly changing target, and what you can see is we've grouped them into 6 topic areas. What we call essentials, courses that everybody really should take to understand the fundamental domains and the fundamental topics. HR technology in orange, employee experience, employee listening, and people analytics in green, HR business partner and consulting courses in red, which virtually every HR professional to take, and every HR consultant, even if you work for a consulting firm. Learning and development focused courses in deep blue, which is our core area, and then leadership, change, and culture in light blue. And of course, we can arrange these courses in different journeys in what we call the capability accelerators, which I'll talk about in a minute. Now, in addition to the courses, which each provide you with a certificate and lots of interaction during the process. And by the way, these courses are constantly available throughout the year, so you can take any one of them virtually any time. They're constantly being reopened. There are more than 500, probably 600 curated learning resources. We've gone out and looked for articles, case studies, video stories, career journeys, history lessons, tools, and special proprietary JBA and JBC research for you. And these are one of the most popular parts of the Academy because we're constantly adding new content. And as you can see by the little black notes in each of the resources shown in this screenshot, hundreds and hundreds of people collaborate and discuss these topics. So consider this itself to be almost the entire value of the JBA, even if you didn't take any of the programs. And we're constantly adding new things to this library. By the way, This is not the entire Josh Bersin Company Research Library. Our actual corporate research library is much larger than this and much more comprehensive. And for those of you that work in medium-sized to large companies, you can also join the JBC corporate membership to get access to our advisory services and our corporate research. The third part of the JBA, which is the part that I like the most, is the community. The community is amazing. This is a specially designed collaborative community that now has 50 to 60,000 people in it, constantly asking questions, answering questions, discussing things, posting things, sharing things on virtually any topic. And I would suggest that if you ask a question in the community, within 24 to 48 hours, you will get an answer. You will get an answer from a peer, you will get an answer from one of us, or you'll get some recommendations, some advice that I guarantee will help you. And over time, we're going to make this even more interesting as we add more collaboration features. And for those of you that want to join the JBA as a team, we can set up private communities, which you can see at the top, which are communities for your team to collaborate privately about the content and topics in the JBA, in addition to being publicly available. And so this is a very flexible way for you to meet people, get questions answered, and discuss and share the things that you want to provide to your peers in this wonderful community of HR professionals. The fourth thing I want to mention is what we call the Global HR Capability Project. When we first started the JBA back in 2018 and 2019, most of the big companies we talked to said to us, "What is your competency model?" And I said to myself, we don't need another one of those. There's plenty of those already, but let's create a capability model. So like many of you are doing for your own employees, we built a 92 capability model that specifically describes 92 capabilities that you need to learn about to become a world-class HR professional. We've validated this with lots and lots of companies and lots of professionals. In about 15 minutes, believe it or not, you can go through this capability assessment and several things will happen. First, you will see a benchmark report of your individual capabilities against the data set, and you can see where you're ahead or behind the 8,000 or so people that have done this. Second, you get a report which can be turned into a capability assessment of your organization if you buy an enterprise membership in the JBA or call us for support. And third, you will get access to what we call the capability accelerators, which are curated journeys of programs, resources, and other activities to help you improve your capabilities in the areas that you feel you need more help. And by the way, we have lots of research on what the most important capabilities are. I won't go through that right now. We can share the trends, what people find most important, least important, where they're strong, where they're weak. And let me just give you a hint that leadership, culture, and change are some of the most important capabilities people want. Some of the most weakest capabilities in HR have to do with facilities, DEI, and some of the issues that came up during the pandemic where everybody's learning as fast as they can. So this is a very dynamic process, and we are constantly updating this capability model to make sure it's relevant to the real issues that are going on every year. The fifth thing I want to talk about is your profile. Now, the interesting thing about this system, which we've developed in partnership with Nomadic Learning, is it is actually, in some sense, a learning platform, a collaboration platform, a social networking platform, and a credentialing system. As you go through the JBA, you're accumulating certificates and badges based on your activity. If you respond to other people's questions, if people upvote your answers and give you credentials for a good answer, and how much activity and time you spend in the JBA. And this is all stored in your member profile. You can go into the JBA and find any other member's profile to try to find people that you want to work with or identify who they are. And this profile also includes a transcript of every comment you've made in every program. So you can go back and decide and look at what you've done and who you've talked to and recollect the person that you want to find in the JBA. So it's an extremely powerful solution. One of the things we're working on right now is something that will be available later this year, which is what we call the Josh Bersin Academy Certified Professional. And we're going to further advance this profile and assessment process to give you the 6 certified professionals shown below for additional cost. So stay tuned to hear more about that. Why is the JBA valuable? Well, I don't really need to explain to you why professional development and new information in HR is so important, but let me give you a couple things to think about. First of all, we have correlated professional development and skills of HR against many business metrics at an individual corporate level and across many, many companies. And we can share that research with you if you'd like. And what we basically found is that certain skills in HR are directly correlated to financial growth, innovation and creativity, market leadership, and profitability. Companies that don't have professionally developed and up-to-date HR people fall behind. And in today's talent-constrained market, where things are changing so fast and everybody's trying to build skills for their workforce, we as HR professionals have to get ahead of the curve. The second is we understand that HR is not really a trade, but it is a craft. Every great solution in HR is changing all the time. And your learning in the JBA is not designed to be a course, designed to be a continuous learning experience, because we know that you learn by doing. And many of the things we're adding to the JBA include workshops and developmental experiences to give you experience faster and faster and faster, so you can become a master or an expert sooner and sooner in your career. Third, we know that the JBA will work for you. We've now had almost 5 years of experience with tens of thousands of users, and we know that this learning experience is interesting, compelling, and it delivers results. We've had people from the JBA actually come and work for us. We've had hundreds and hundreds of people provide testimonials on the JBA. The Net Promoter Score is extremely high. It's actually higher than Apple, by the way. And we get incredibly high ratings from our HR professionals and our CHROs who use the JBA for the whole corporation. And we're going to be adding more in 2023. How do you buy this? Well, believe it or not, we have not changed the price since 2019. We have deliberately kept the price affordable because we know that most of you need this, and many of you are working in companies with constrained budgets. I think it is the most cost-effective professional development offering by far in the market. If you go to a course at Cornell or Wharton or one of these bigger educational institutions, you'll spend thousands of dollars for a 3 or 4 day course. You'll meet a lot of great people, but you really won't come back with that much new learning. In the JBA, during a year, you will meet dozens of people. You will learn dozens to hundreds of things, and the cost will be a fraction of this. And we will be raising prices this year, but right now we'd like you to think about this as really your lifeline to staying up to date in this incredibly interesting and important profession. Let me make one more point. We have professional and group licenses of the JBA. We also offer the Josh Bersin Company corporate membership, which is completely different. The JBC membership, which includes the JBA, includes all of the JBA capabilities, plus access to our large library of best practice research, our maturity models, our benchmarks, and our advisory services and member success plans. So if you work for a medium to large size company and you want the JBA and advisory support and in-depth research from us, please let us know and we'll put together a proposal. Let me just conclude very briefly with a couple of comments. This has been a labor of love. Hundreds of people have participated in the development of these courses and these programs. We've had many, many dozens of interviews and case studies and videos with hundreds of different HR professionals that are included in the JBA. Our senior faculty are more than 25 very senior HR professionals from around the world who have decided to become a part of this to help you. Our senior staff in the Josh Bersin Company are intimately involved in this. There are more than 60,000 users involved from more than 200 countries, and we're constantly doing events and providing other services to JBA members. Please join us. We have lots of exciting things to talk about in the coming year and other benefits that will be coming as well. I want to thank you for participating in this, and we hope to see you in the JBA in 2023. Thank you.